It's time to get a little mad. All right, it's time to get a little mad in raid. And what am I talking about, guys? It's Hydra with a new champion, a new featured champion. In terms of usefulness, you gotta go and try and search in your vault, your reserve vault, and see if you have this guy right here, Madman. You're gonna be calling yourselves mad when you start leveling up this rare for the Hydra. Okay, he has a very, very unique kit. By the way, he was already featured by Scratch. Scratch messaged me to make a video about this guy. He said he's so cool, try him out, and that is what I will be doing for today. He's got a cool tattoo sleeve, by the way. Pretty cool, by the way. Just noticed, because I never really noticed on some of these rares that are added in the game. I used to make more videos on uncommons rather than rares. I have more uncommons leveled up to 60. I believe I reached a point where I had more uncommons leveled to 60 rather than rares. Anyway, video for another time. There's 2 new uncommons. Maybe video for later today or something. So Madman, why is he so good? He's A1 is how our beloved Trunda is. At the moment, Trunda is the MVP. Cadaver got nerfed. Trunda is still the MVP. Madman seems to be a champion that you might try out. Might try to get your damage going to higher numbers than before. For the normal and hard difficulty even, you can try both out. I am saying though it will be very difficult to get higher numbers on hard difficulty comparing it to normal. On hard, your damage is multiplied by 2, brutal by 3, nightmare by 4, so your points will vary depending on which difficulty you're doing. But Madman might help you get some big numbers on normal that can help your clan maybe get a higher chest so you can get more rewards. How does he work and why does he work like this? Well, this A1 is what is so special. Attacks one enemy, 50% chance to attack as an AoE with the second hit dealing 30% of the damage inflicted. This is pretty much a copy of what Trunda does on her A2. She does 60% instead with her A2, but she has, of course, a way higher multiplier. Plus, the AoE damage she does is very much higher. It's just way better with Trunda, but not everybody has a Trunda, can have a Trunda. And I'm guessing a 10x will come for Trunda. But anyway, let's have a look at Madman on how I built him. I have 2 on the test server, summoned some shards to get him. And there we are, both of them with a savage. I think only one has cruel set, but my number 2 Madman has 6,000 attack, 277 crit damage, 208 speed. With both of them have Hell Smasher that will help with the big damage. Okay, if you ignore more defense, you do more damage. There's a defense down, you do more damage. Let me show you the actual Hydra team though, okay? Because, okay, you might be thinking, coldbrew, is it really worth going for a rare to build for Hydra? Well, I'm gonna say it's very difficult for most accounts to go about getting this champion leveled up. But many accounts out there are also at a point where they're at an end game point. Might not exactly be end game, but I'm saying they're at an end game point where Hydra is something that they can play around with. Leveling up a champion is no more such a difficulty. Even giving them master is no longer such troublesome endeavor, right? You don't need to really bash your head against 12-3 on brutal to farm up all of the food. You might have the food leveled up already from all the champion training tournaments we have every 3 days or something. So leveling up a rare might be the answer. So this is the team I will showcase, not with Battle Khazar. I was trying some things before. I will showcase with, can either do Wukong. It's going to work pretty much the same way, or we can do, yeah, let's just go Wukong for now. And see, everybody has Wukong, can definitely be used. Lydia is a little bit more difficult. Of course, Turvold is again more difficult. It all depends on what you have, but since I'll be showcasing 2 Madmen together, I wanted to have a very strong single target DPS champion here so I can help my team in getting that one head. The first head, you need to get it down as soon as possible. And I'm going to try and do that on the head of DK, which cleanses all of our debuffs, okay? Let's go in there and see it in action and see how it works. It's a real fun team, honestly. It's a real fun setup to have, especially when you don't have Trunda and you experience this kind of interaction for the first time. It's really fun. Will this get nerfed? I have no idea, guys. Trunda is like this in terms of the interaction of her damage to Hydra since Hydra was released. Pretty much, I think the Trunda team rose up in terms of popularity around, I'm gonna say maybe February, March of 2022. Somewhere there is where the Trunda teams rose to popularity when people found out about Trunda. December 2021 is when the Hydra was out, so not so long after it. But still, Trunda was not really used in many setups. But with people trying to push now for Hydra Clash, they seem to be using crazy Trunda teams already. So, I don't know. I don't know if it will be nerfed. We'll see. So here you have a choice. Either do the block buffs, or you can do a pretty strong single target. Let's do a pretty strong single target. We do 200k there. Let's buff up our Turvold, and you'll see the big damage coming in. Boom, boom. Look at that. And it's going to be Madman's turn. It's a 50% chance, by the way, to see the AoE happening. So we might not see it here. There it is. Look at that. 135k. And the other one hits. Look at that. Beautiful. We get the first head down. Maybe we can get a turn with Wukong, who can try and put a block buffs. We couldn't put the block buffs. Maybe if I had Wukong a little bit faster, this would have been it. But what you do is once you get the heads down, you can actually start just hitting them, and then the AoE damage, look at that, 400k. The AoE damage will be just really nice. It's just so good. So good. That head of Mischief, so annoying. Should have built a tank for it, but this is a very greedy team that I'm making. It's for normal, so I didn't think to make like a Mischief tank as well. I mean, the only head that really troubles us, look at that, 100k on a weak hit. The only head that really troubles us is gonna be the head of Wrath. Once it has something like an increased attack, it can be very difficult to survive. That's why I have a regen set for this showcase on my Arbiter, because she can survive. We should be okay. Let's see, can we, come on, hit it. There we go. Decapitate it. There we go. So nice when Turbo hits. And we can just hit this head right there. I really want to drop another head so we can see the big damage coming in from Madman. Alright, let's see. Defense down. We can. How much damage are we doing now? Look at that. Beautiful. Once the other heads are down, the Madman will be doing way more damage. Let's see. 300k, 400k on those heads. I've seen upwards to 2 to 3 million on my testing. So it is a lot of fun to play around. Look at this. Of course, Turvold is very strong, but you need something strong to get the heads down. And single target heroes on normal just do very well. Just do very well. Turvold is a very solid example. Look at that. We drop the other heads. This guy cleansed. We are totally fine. Let's hit again. Look at that. 300k, 500k, 600k. Let's buff up. What I want to do is try to get that head down, so it's no longer of trouble to us. Here, maybe like a reset would have been better. Like a reset champion instead of Wukong. If you have like higher speeds, you don't need to have the double Madman, honestly, to get things going. But it is a lot of fun. So here we might do a weak hit. Yeah, that sucks. Still hit there. There's the weekend. Weak hit, but then we did the spread, so it's still alright. I mean, could have been way worse. Now with the increased attack. Yeah, let's try and get that head down. Wukong doing his job. I like the block buffs. That's why I had Wukong here in this team. I like the block buffs. Let's see. 300k. We didn't get the spread. It's 50-50, by the way. It's 50-50. So it's not something we can always do. I need the block. I need the block now. Let's see. 500k, 600k from Turvold. And my Turvold is PvP Awakened 4+2. And the Madmen are doing the same damage. Even more so. Even more so. So let's see. 200k. You just gotta get the 50-50, unfortunately. Let's see. Block buffs. That's nice. I want. Oh, man. 260k. 730k. 374. 200k as a weak hit. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then we hit them because of the hex. that adds up on terms of damage. It just slowly adds up. I'll save that A3 there. So guys, I'll play this for a little bit more and see how much damage we can get by the end. Just taking a small break to tell you guys, as I'm going through, that we're at 80 million. This is like a good position to be in, getting the decapitated heads down, and then trying to get as many defense down and weakens as possible spread around throughout the heads. And in that way, you'll be doing tons of damage, okay? What I'm going to try and do here is see if I can get this head down. Maybe with Turvold, he does a lot of damage, but it's 600,000 there. It's not that much. But we'll see here the Madman. Let's see if we can get some damage more there. 500k, 1.7. Look at that. Beautiful. And there's no hexes down. No defense down was there. So let's see. Can we get it? 800k, 1.1. Like, all of these numbers will be coming up on your screens if you make these teams possible. But am I saying you should go for these teams? As I said at the start of the video, no, don't go for it if you are just starting out. Don't think that Madman will be the trick, you know, to get big numbers in the Hydra, okay? You still need good gear. You still need good support. As you can see, I have a good Wukong. I have a very good Turvold. Have Lydia, defense down weekend, increase speed. So all of those together make the team possible. It's not just one champion doing the thing. It's the same thing happens with the Trunda team, right? It's not just Trunda herself. She needs good support, and usually you're gonna have something like a Kaimar or a Yumiko to help you do, you know, even bigger numbers and do the resets. Look at that, 1 million, very nice. Even Wukong here is doing 500k, and he's got like 4,000 attack. When the heads are down, you're doing great deals of damage, but you need to make sure that you're bringing down the heads, and bringing good support damage dealers in there is key to do that. And we're already at 97 million. It takes like half an hour. Look at that. I know that many out there won't even have the time to do all these big runs, but it's still something that you can try and see if you can get going. Like me, on my live account, I cannot get this going because I simply do not have Madman, and what are the chances of me actually summoning it? They're very low. Even though I got 2 copies of him in under 300 shards on the test server, it will be near impossible to do the same thing on the live servers, and I don't even have 300 shards on the live server. So I've got the Trundas on the live servers. I did the showcase here. I'm fine with that. So if you ever see me not using the Madman, it's not because they're not good. It's a test server thing only. It's not because of that. It's because I just don't have them. I have something better. It's just a, you know, usefulness showcase right here. And it's pretty fun, by the way. If you have the gear spare, you can move around and use it on your, you know, on your Madman. Let's say you build at least 1 or 2, maybe 2 is the really good scenario. Then you're gonna have a good time in terms of damage potential. But always remember to be bringing down that head of Ra. That is the one that hurts the most. Absolutely wrecks you if you let it go. And without a regen set, my Arbiter wouldn't be at the amount of health that she's at. She heals a lot. She needs to be tanky for this. So yeah, moving gear around just for like a Hydra run might be something that you'll need to consider if this is the team that you're going to be running. Moving your gear from your DPS to your Hydra damage dealer so that you can get maximum damage possible, and then just doing the runs, learning how the run actually goes. These poisons wreck me, by the way. If I had a cleanser, that would have been nice, but I love the fact that Arbiter provides the increased attack. She provides the boost, reduces the duration of some of the buffs on the enemies. Her kit is just amazing for these low difficulty Hydras. Look at that. Turn meter, extra turn. Beautiful. The extra turn also works with Wukong if he's dead, so that's pretty cool too. I want to get this down, like the head. This one, look at this, 200k to 260k, very nice. And then we bring in some more damage on the head that is down. Let's see, without any real debuffs on it, we only have Hex. How much damage are we gonna spread around? Let's do this, and then we'll call it. We'll call it, guys. I don't need to finish the round. 200k, look at that, beautiful. 350 spread around. Look at that. That head almost died just from me doing all that. Then a cleanse is gonna come. It's gonna go on the head of Mischief. It's totally fine. Like I can get my revive so quickly with Arbiter because she's like 270 speed with the Regent set. She's doing her best to be the support that we all need. Look at that. Beautiful damage. Head of Mischief down. Can we get a big number before we call it? 108 million. We're doing our best. All right. We're doing very nice. Defense down weekend. Come on, Madman. Where are you? Boost. Boost again. Madman. Let's see. Ah, come on. Not getting the proc. Not getting the AoE when you want to. Not getting the AoE when you want to. Really breaks the hype. Oh my god. Really breaks the hype. How quickly can we get that one out? Look at that. Turbo does his job being the single damage, big damage dealer, right? Come on, please. 450, 500k. We drop the other head down. And this would go on and on. I'm going to stop it here. I don't have another 2 hours to spend on this. Let's end the run. See the total damage recap. Look at the turbo right there. 30 million. It's very expected out of turbo. Very strong. Look at that. 5-star awakening. +2. Very strong PvP gear. Very strong PvP gear that I have on him. And then the Madman here at 26 and 24 million with no awakenings, right? And nothing close to the craziness of Turbo. But without, without Turbo, they wouldn't have been able to drop the heads that easy, I would say. Sun Wukong helps. Lydia obviously helps. The Hex that she did, look at that, 16 million just through Hex damage. And Sun Wukong even did 11 million. Look at that. But it's a beautiful run. Beautiful run. Let me show you guys the gear again on very quickly on Turvolt. I'll show it right now. Not that it matters so much. If you have single target, very strong damage, you can get going with kind of the same damage. But Turvolt is obviously much better because he buffs himself. But look at his stats: 7.7 thousand attack, 300 crit damage. So those are really strong stats. Not needed to get all that going. If you have, I think Saf loves this champion the most, right? Where is she? Where is she? If you have, let me just show you. This is the House of Whisper, right? Whisper has a very strong A2. You can use her to do not exactly what Turbo does, but she still does a lot of damage on single target. So you can use Whisper for sure. Especially awakenings are way easier on her. There's my Arbiter that I was using for this run. Regen set to help her heal. 85,000 health, 3,000 defense, 300 speed there. Obviously, you don't need all that, but it helps. The more stats you have, the better. The higher resistance, the better high accuracy. You can land the weekends and stuff. And then my Wukong was just... I didn't even bother changing the blessing there. Just perception gear, the accuracy, 360, 100% crit, 275 crit damage, 4,000 attack. Could I optimize him better? Yes. Did I do it? No. But it would have been just more damage there. For the showcase, I think it's enough. Madman really proved his value. And that's it, guys, for today's video. Madman really are a ton of fun. I would highly recommend trying it out if you have him already. Maybe get one to level 60 if you're at that point in the game where getting a champion level 60 is not much of a trouble. Try it out if you wanted to experience like what Trunda does in Hydra. Try it out on normal. That can help you out. Like doing 100 million damage, that's 100 million points. Honestly, that can help with Hydra, Clash, and all that. So, thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.